I have been using this controller for more than 2 weeks now. Honestly, I love this controller. But there is one problem which could be a deal breaker for people who are having big hands like me. And there is couple of things I think 8-bit do could improve. So let's take a look. Inside the box, you get this controller, the necessary accessories, and thankfully a charging dock. And I really appreciate it because you don't have to spend extra for the charging dock. It's pretty good looking setup. The controller is really lightweight and the build quality is excellent. Honestly, for the build quality, I would give it 10 out of 10. The buttons are really tactile, the joystick feels really precise, and the RGB looks really amazing. It's really comfortable for long gaming sessions. I have big hands and this controller feels a little bit small for my hands. It's comfortable, but I personally prefer the size of PS5 controller. The buttons are one of the favorite things about this controller. They are really tactile and satisfying to press. L1 and R1 buttons are also tactile, while L2 and R2 buttons are pressure sensitive buttons. And there is a switch on the back side of the controller that makes the L2 and R2 triggers tactile, which is especially useful in FPS gaming. I have played GTA 5 and First Light with this controller, and this controller has performed really well. Connectivity has been reliable for me. I didn't face any connectivity issue while I was using it. Battery life is also really good. I haven't personally tested it, but throughout my gaming sessions, I didn't feel like charging it again and again. After playing for 3 to 4 hours, I just put it on the dock and it automatically start charging. I don't have to worry about the overcharging because it automatically stops charging when it's full. It's not perfect though, sometimes the gyro doesn't work properly and the software experience is also not really great. Would I recommend it? Yes. Especially if you are looking for a controller for your PC around 5,000 to 5,500 rupees and you have a smaller or average sized hands. You get excellent build quality, tactile buttons, precise joystick, great RGB, good comfort, reliable connectivity, and a charging dock which is included inside the box. But if you have big hands, I would definitely consider the size before buying it. Personally, I prefer PS5 controller because of its size and it could be personal, and because of the adaptive triggers. So for me, 8-bit Do Ultimate 2 controller gets an 8 out of 10, 2 points off because of the size and the lack of adaptive triggers. That's my experience with the 8-bit Do Ultimate 2 controller. If you are looking to buy a PC controller in this price range, I would definitely recommend this to people who have small hands or average size hand. I think it's definitely worth considering. Let me know in the comment section which controller you would personally choose, 8-bit Do Ultimate 2 or the PS5 DualSense controller. If you find this review useful, do share it with someone who is planning to buy a controller, and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I would be posting more videos like this. See you in the next one.